So we're back up to the start now with race 22, a heat of the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup. We have St Edward's School on the Berkshire station and the King's School Canterbury on the Buckingham station. So both these crews will race each other in the school regattas leading up to this. They'll know quite a lot about each other. You see the aggression of going out the blocks there.
I love watching the PE Challenge Cup. It's always flat out and they really hold nothing back on the start. I have to say, really sharp in the St Edward's School crew and the Teddy's crew as they're known. Really sharp out there and actually some steering going on from King's School Canterbury, which is not ideal when you've got a Cox on board. So.
And just the impact of that steering early on, you know, how it acts as a brake, basically, an anchor slowing the boat down when you're trying to get the boat up to speed as quickly as possible.
Absolutely, but already under pressure here. Still at a high rate coming out the start, King's School Canterbury, but already under a lot of pressure.
And it's a young quartet of crew on the St Edward's boat we have here. It's a mixture of J16 and J18 boys, coached by Adam Moffat. So they're just kind of reigniting their program at the school. I know they've got big hopes in the next couple of years at Henley Regatta and the other major school events throughout the year.
Yeah, they're in a rebuilding phase and it's looking good for St Edward's, isn't it? Really dominant. They have a great tradition, a great history of rowing. They've won the PE 4 times. Only 3 clubs have ever won it more than that, Eton, St Paul's and Ridley College, Canada, and they want to get back to some of those glory days. It takes many years now to build up a programme towards that, but that's clearly the ambition that they've got at St Edward's, and they're looking very dominant today.
Yeah, and when you've got that kind of young talent coming through, being able to kind of, you know, let them go down the track and race, and obviously that sensational win as well just will help that programme develop, because they can go back and feed that information to the younger guys coming through. So, you know, a really good start to regatta here from St Edward's.
Very dominant, yeah, very impressive. But they know this is such a tough event. King's School Canterbury, of course, came through the qualifiers, which in itself is an incredibly tough race now. And we saw that unbelievable day of racing on Friday. 660 crews were entered, half of them went home. I mean, just getting through the qualifiers feels like a victory for the crews that made it through on Friday. And so for King's School Canterbury, that would have been a great day.
And I think that's you know, when you talk to people that have come to the qualifiers, competed, you know, they haven't, some have made it to the regatta, some haven't, but just that experience, you know, people talk about going down the track and what it was like. You know, the ones that did make it can tell that next story of going to the regatta, what it's like to compete there. But even the ones that don't make it still have that memorable moment of going down the track and racing.
Jeez, we've seen the qualifiers become just like a huge regatta in itself on the Friday. I mean, it was just a brilliant day of racing, and again, joy for crews like King's School Canterbury, who made it through to actually race in the regatta today. That was their big race last Friday in a way, and today they've been outclassed by the St Edward's School crew at the moment. But I'm sure they are going to be absolutely piling in everything they can. They have a great history. Many Olympians have come from King's School Canterbury. Francis Horton, Tom Ransley, Fred Scarlett, going back to the 2000 Sydney 8. So they've got a good tradition and a history, and they'll be looking for some more talent to come through there as well.
And just with, you know, kind of ex-athletes that have gone through a club or a university or a school, you know, have you ever been called back to kind of give insight to those up-and-coming athletes to get them prepared mentally for what it's like to race down the Henley track?
Yeah, I think all of the clubs try and do that. I do, you know, a lot of work still involved at Cambridge. You know, also supporting my college boat club, which is where I first picked up an oar. You know, and with Marlow again, you know, you have that loyalty to them, and you know, you're willing them on through the regatta, through all their races. I'm sure you do the same with your pedigree, with the clubs that you came through.
Yeah, and it's just given that insight, that information, that experience, you know, just trying to, you know, fast track people.
Yeah. Given belief often, isn't it? You know, it's possible.
Yeah.
People will have that sense, like, can I do it? And it's just like, look, I was ordinary, I had nothing different from you. You've got to go out and make it happen, though.
Yeah, and it's talking about how normal we are. We're all people, we all have ambitions and dreams, and, you know, how much time and effort, commitment you want to put into something.
We can see the commitment that's been put in by St Edward's School is paying off very well in this first round.
Just one of the times that Teddy's won the PE was the boat's named after Toby Smith, a very good friend of mine. Unfortunately, he lost a few years back, but he was an incredible athlete. I remember when they won the PE back in '99, I think it was, when they weren't expected to win it, but they got on a run that week and then went on to take the victory in the PE. So, a special moment for Toby to cross the boat there with the boys.
Fantastic history, and that will be no doubt a really special part of the performance today.
Just composing themselves as they come to the line, soaking up that atmosphere as they come through the final part of the enclosures. And St Edward's cross the line ahead of the King's School Canterbury. In the heat of the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup. So St Edward's will go on to compete tomorrow. They'll find out their competitors later on today.